We all have the same fever dream of the ancient past. Giant reptiles, thunderous footsteps, the age of the dinosaurs. It feels like the beginning of time. But here's the truth that will make your skin crawl. The dinosaurs are the newcomers. They are the final 5 minutes of a 2-hour movie. For 85% of Earth's history, this wasn't a home. It was a hellscape. No grass, no birds, no oxygen. If you stepped out of a time machine 3 billion years ago, your lungs would melt, and you'd be standing on a planet that looked more like an alien moon than the Earth we know today. Welcome to the Forgotten Era, the billions of years where life didn't just survive, it redesigned the universe. 3.7 billion years ago, the oceans weren't blue. They were actually a thick, iron-rich chemical soup. And in this chaos, the first rulers appeared. Not giants, but these microscopic colonies called stromatolites. They look like rocks, but they were actually the first bioengineers. They began doing something, well, pretty radical, eating sunlight and pooping out a toxic waste product called oxygen. To the life forms of that time, oxygen was poison. This was the Great Oxidation Event, the world's first mass extinction. Life, quite literally, suffocated itself to create the air you're breathing right now. Fast forward to the Ediacaran period, nature was officially in its experimental phase. This is honestly the most surreal chapter in our history. Imagine creatures that look like quilted air mattresses or flat leaves just drifting in a world without sound. They had no teeth, no eyes, no guts. This was the Garden of Ediacaran, a peaceful, silent world where animals simply absorbed nutrients through their skin. No one hunted, no one ran. It was a 100 million year-long biological daydream. Then, 541 million years ago, the dream ended. Someone invented hunger. This is the Cambrian Explosion. In a geological heartbeat, life hit the gas pedal. Suddenly, creatures grew armor, spiked tails, and complex eyes. Why? Because of this guy. Anomalocaris, the first apex predator. Once life learned to hunt, the peaceful Earth was over. Evolution became an arms race. If you weren't fast, you were food. This is the moment the blueprint for your body, your spine, your eyes, your brain, was first sketched in the mud. But the land was still an empty fortress, gravity was a killer, and the sun was a death ray. Meet Tiktaalik, it's a fish that decided the water wasn't enough. It developed the first limbs and lungs. It was the ultimate pioneer. But while our ancestors were crawling in the mud, the arthropods were winning. Thanks to massive oxygen levels, the world became a monster movie. We're talking dragonflies with the wingspan of a hawk, and millipedes as long as a car. By the Permian period, life had, well, pretty much mastered the planet. But the Earth, it wasn't finished with its mood swings. 252 million years ago, the Great Dying. Volcanoes in Siberia turned the atmosphere into a furnace. The oceans, they turned to acid. This wasn't just a bad day. No, it was the closest life has ever come to being completely deleted. Marine species lost 95%. Land vertebrates lost 70%. Recovery time, 10 million years. It's staggering, isn't it? Here is the dark irony. Without that total collapse, the dinosaurs would never have existed. The Great Dying cleared the stage for the Age of Giants. We like to think of Earth's history as a straight line leading to us, but looking back at the Precambrian and the Permian, we see the truth. Life is a cycle of experiments, victories, and total resets. The dinosaurs ruled for 160 million years and, well, they're gone. We've been here for just a fraction of that. On the clock of the Earth, we aren't the authors. We are just a single sentence in a very, very long book. If you found this journey through our alien past incredible, hit that like button. It really helps us keep telling the story of the planet that made us. Subscribe to Life and Nature Matters, because honestly, the deeper you look, the stranger it gets.